No drilling required. If you're new to tractors like I am, you might be surprised there's not an easy, obvious, or convenient tie-down location on pretty much any manufacturer. I recently was looking through the manual and it alluded to strapping based off of this location right here. Now, I don't know about you, I don't want to drag a chain through here and start marring all this up. You also certainly don't want to throw a strap or a chain over this and risk damaging that. Manual also shows strapping over the tires. And then when you get to the rear of the tractor, mine does have a backhoe, so it's a little bit different. But someday if I want to transport this piece of equipment, I only have a Toyota Tacoma. And if I need to take this tractor in for service, the Tacoma is not going to tow this tractor as it sits with the backhoe and the loader on it with a trailer sufficient to haul the load. It kind of just shows strapping it back here. I don't know about you, but there's not real obvious strapping points. We're gonna fix that with an affordable Made in USA option, and I think it should install in a few minutes. Everything that you need is included in this box. Mounting hardware for the rear, mounting hardware for the front, and these two beautiful brackets. We've got 1/4-inch steel plate with 3/8 plate welded onto it. You can see the branding there. Thank you for sending this out to me. And check out this bad boy. That's good and thick. No drilling required. This should be fairly simple and fairly self-explanatory, but we need to discuss safety. Before you climb underneath your loader, make sure the loader cannot fall on you. There's numerous ways of doing it. One way is to remove the loader. I'm not gonna do that. And another way I've seen is cutting angle iron and jamming up the cylinders. I just can't get myself to lay angle iron on top of the cylinder like that. Now, another thing is if I had some angle iron here, I'd probably figure out how to put some towels in there or some cardboard or something. I'm gonna do something I feel comfortable with to keep me out of harm's way. I think that this ought to leave me with sufficient room to complete this task. Another question I have is how heavy is this going to be and how easy is it going to be to line everything up? Fairly heavy. But I don't think it'll be too heavy to mount back up. Because you're adding an additional 1/4 inch of steel, they've supplied new fasteners that are long enough to go through the bracket, the guard, and into the threaded inserts onto the tractor. Just make sure they're going to fit easily, and they do. We have the original bolt on the right, the new bolt on the left. As you can tell, the new one is a little bit longer. Now, I've got no choice but getting this up here by myself because even my boys have left the house at the moment. My plan of action is to hang it off the two top bolts, see if we can get it started and go from there. Make sure you get your lock washers in there. I'm going to use my knee. I really need to get a brush guard. Something to protect the front end of this tractor. That's a good looking piece right there. Now with the entire assembly hanging on these two fasteners, I can start hand threading these bolts in and get started on getting this. Wow. If I weren't making a video, I would already be done. Mike, would you put anti-seize on these? I think we got her. Boy, that's really nice. That's gonna be so fantastic. This is gonna sure beat. I could imagine putting a hook on here and having it want to slide up and down or possibly slide off because it doesn't have anything to actually hook onto. What a better design. And again, these are made in USA. I will put links down below. Let's get to the rear. Wow, what a great looking part. I like it. You know what else I like? I like contrasting colors. I'm glad they didn't try to color match the KIOTI, because no doubt it probably wouldn't be exactly the same. And I think that's just darn good looking. This rear bracket ought to be much more simple because it's just 2 fasteners with a nut, a light bracket, and nothing to remove. Because I have the backhoe on here, I'm gonna have to work around some clutter. I have raised my 3-point arms as high as they can go. Let's get this rear JUFabWorks bracket installed and see how easy it goes. Oh, I just can't mount a bracket onto a dirty piece of metal. Let's see if this is self-explanatory here. I believe so. Because it cannot fit this way, it must go this way, and there is no top or bottom. Because these are not threaded holes, you have a bolt and a nylock nut that you must attach. We'll drop those through. These are 24mm heads. I really don't think that was all that bad. Good, clean, simple install, and as you can tell, that'll be a lot easier to throw some chains through, hook a strap onto, or whatever. I'm coming up on my 50-hour service, and I called the dealership asking them for just like the cost on the filters. I need to call again because I heard something that I didn't quite hear correctly. They said that they'll do the full 50-hour service for around $800, which I know is not cheap, but Mike just did his TYM service, and that was over $600 with him doing it himself. So I am contemplating taking it into the dealership because they say that they go through and check a lot of different things for warranty purposes. Plus, a lot of you have suggested I have them check a couple things out anyway. I'm thinking about doing it. And in order to transport this thing, those tie downs are going to become very useful. There will be links down below. A simple, useful, innovative product made from JUFabWorks. Thank you. That is going to make a world of difference when securing this tractor to a trailer. Make sure you check out their website because their accessories are not just limited to KIOTI only. Many other popular tractors are covered, and they may have something just for you. Thanks for watching the Okie Woodsman channel, and I will see you on the next one.